I'm harvesting some lettuce today. This is the first batch that I put in. Oh, probably about 5-6 weeks ago. See, I got a little bit of a weed there. Even with landscape fabric, you still get a little bit of weeds here and there. But I got to pick most of this today on the first batch because it's been so hot, unusually hot here, that if I don't pick it today or tomorrow, it's going to start bolting on me. And plus I have a farmer's market tomorrow, so I really need to pick it today so I can get it cleaned up and put in the fridge and chilled. You can always tell when lettuce is getting ready to bolt because it'll start getting less compact and the center of it will start to kind of rise up and stretch. Once you start getting a flower head started, the lettuce really becomes inedible almost because it'll get so bitter in taste. Yeah, so the younger the lettuce, usually the better and less bitter it tastes. And that goes for growing it in cool weather too. Now I've had this lettuce under this insect barrier cover, which I'll be getting into in my next video, telling you all about it. And that's kept it mostly clean, but I'm going to still have to wash it and get all the slugs, pill bugs, bits of maple leaf seedlings, Samoas, you know, all kinds of junk in here. But I'll cut some down and then show you how to wash it and then how to store it. And all I really do to cut it is just use a small serrated knife like this and just go underneath it and cut it right at the base where it meets the soil. Put them on a tray, keep the bottom ends down on a tray or a tub or whatnot. Don't stack the plants with a dirty butt of one plant on top of another one. That's just going to be more dirt that you're going to have to wash off. This is my lettuce cleaning station. So I got a table, I have a pan to put the bagged heads on. I got some produce bags on a roll. See, these ones are pretty wide, wide and long, which is what you want because it'll make it much easier to get the lettuce in there, like that. I like using a pair of shears to trim the butt off the end of the lettuce. And then I have a tub to catch all the bits and pieces of lettuce that I can't use and throw back into a compost pile. And over here I have a tub of water constantly filling up. And what I'm going to do, turn this down a bit. Take lettuce, and I'm going to put it in sideways, push it down, and swirl it around. Get a good grip on the bottom. Push it up and down. Shake it off. And then come to your tub, and you can see with the bottoms, any of these little marks right here, that's slug damage. As well as any of these holes you see, that's all slug damage. You don't want to sell that. And fortunately, most of that is towards the bottom. So if you just cut about an inch off the butt, see, that one's pretty bad, but you can have a small amount that's tolerable because you can still eat that. But take off anything that's unpresentable. You can see all these leaves look pretty good. They're nice and whole. Go ahead and give that another quick shake to get off any excess water. Something to note, you don't want to bag up lettuce dry because if you do, if you do, the water is going to evaporate inside the lettuce and make it wilt. Also too, it'll promote your lettuce freezing. You can see I just get in there. Got a little tear in that bag, that's alright. And there you have it. One bagged up lettuce. Just make sure you fold over the plastic or twist it up and cut the air off, because you don't want the air to get in there. That'll be what makes your lettuce turn brown. Now, of course, I got this thing running full blast. You don't have to do that much. Or, you can also just fill it up and keep dumping it out. But let me show you at the end all the junk that I've cleaned out of this lettuce, just out of 6 heads. You can see just how much material I removed from only 6 heads, which actually bagged up to 5 bags. Had to cut down 2 of the heads so much that I had to put 2 in 1 bag. But you can see just how much damage there is. It's not so bad when it gets down here, but as soon as you start getting it up here, you can't even sell that because the whole leaf is unusable. And you can see little roly-poly wood louses everywhere. Here's a bug. Looks like maybe a wood cockroach. There's a skeleton of a cicada, or a molting of a cicada. See all the dirt floating on top. And this is why you can continuously run the water, so it takes a lot of the floaters out that might stay trapped up in the lettuce. And make sure your water is as cold as possible. If you got a well, that's even better, because then the water's coming out of that is even colder. If you can get the lettuce chilled and wet as soon as possible, it will last a lot longer. And see all that sludge and some millipedes and some slugs down there. That all would be in the lettuce if you didn't clean it. So let's go take a walk to my walk-in cooler. See what I got of all this lettuce stored up in there. So out of the 24 heads of lettuce that I harvested, I ended up really with only 18 bags worth of lettuce. Some of them about 1 pound, some of them about 2 pounds in a bag. I don't know how large. Some of them has more than one actual lettuce head in there, just broken down. Yeah, all that slug damage, even though I threw down that sluggo, or even if you use something like wood ashes, we've had so much rain and cool temperatures these past few weeks that it's inevitable that all that gets washed away and the slugs have easy passage to get onto the plants because it's always moist. If I had gotten maybe a lot of wood ashes or it out there every week, I probably could have kept them at bay a bit better, but of course that's some more work and more cost. Really what I need to do is pick these about a week or 2 earlier, and they'll be smaller heads, but I think I'll actually end up with a greater yield for my work, because the quicker you pick it, the less time for the slugs to get up on there and wreck it all. So I'll sell these for probably about $6 a pound at the market. Usually wholesale about $4 a pound. You might get better prices than that if you are in a large city where there's more demand. But this is really high quality lettuce. If you store it in your refrigerator or in a walk-in, my temp in here is about 40-41 degrees. Or you can still store it even cooler than that. I guarantee it'll last you 3 weeks. Which, if you buy a bag of store-bought lettuce, how often a week later does that all get all slimy? Because that's been picked a long time ago, and then it never really got cooled down quickly. It got washed all roughly, bruised up a little bit, and all that promotes the leaves to wilt and get old faster. So yeah, enjoy your lettuce. It's good for you. It's always better than what you can buy in the store. And if you don't grow your own, go out to your local farmer's market and support your local farmer and all their hard work.